Welcome back to Snug Studio, episode 4. Get ready to craft with us and chat. We'll chat with you again. One of these days.
Yep. And today, we're going to introduce our craft
True.
at the beginning of the episode instead of halfway or 3/4 of the way into talking about God knows what.
Yes.
So, we're still working on our granny square blanket. It's going to take a lot longer than I initially anticipated. In true fashion, I was overly excited. Maybe really hoped that we would finish in 2 episodes, but got a ways to go.
But that's okay.
So we laid it all out, and we've got a granny square counter going now on Instagram.
True.
And I guess we could add it to TikTok, too.
We could. We'll throw it in the bio.
I think we're probably going to need, at least 60 squares?
Yeah, because we said it was going to be 8 by 15, right?
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Don't ask me that.
That's a lot more than... So that's...
Hold on, I have a calculator. 8 times 15.
125?
120.
120? Okay, so we need...
And
wow.
we're averaging 5 an episode.
24 episodes. Good Lord, it's going to take us half a year to make this
I really think that we're
blanket?
going to be interspersing other crafts throughout this.
Or I'm going to start working on this outside of... Because we'll pick up the pace. But anyways, we have a granny square counter.
Yeah.
To keep track of our progress. So 15 squares currently done out of an estimated 120.
To be determined. We'll see how that goes. We'll periodically lay them out and see kind of where we're at.
Yeah, I'm not legally bound to that 120.
No.
So
no. Although I was laughing because my period tracker app today, I have a period tracker app that my boyfriend can see the other side. It'll give him a hormonal forecast of it'll tell him kind of it'll give him a little snippet about she's feeling tired today and she might be craving something like this or whatever.
I'm
or
dead.
Estrogen is on the rise. She's feeling good or whatever. Anyways, apparently it told him today that it's one of my prime days of my cycle and I would be a good person to consult for legal advice.
Legal advice, specifically. So now being at a good place in your cycle qualifies you to act as an attorney.
I do have a JD, but only for the next 48 hours, which it means it's a perfect day to film the pod.
There we go.
Yeah.
I love it.
I was this lines up fantastically.
I love the enthusiasm.
Yeah. So shout out to my
I'd go to you
tracker
for
app.
legal advice.
Yeah.
I'm insanely parched, and it's taken every ounce of self-control that I have not to try this juice.
Let's do it.
Before we start filming. But I wanted to give my live reaction.
This one's a passion orange guava. Which is a classic Hawaiian drink, but it's from, the brand Hawaiian Sun.
That's really good. And last week it was strawberry
guava.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me take one more sip before I give a rating. I feel like I swallow really loud. Can you hear that
No.
resistance in my throat as I gulp?
No, we can't. Wow, it's nice to just hold this cool little glass.
Yeah, it's been warm lately.
Yeah.
Okay, before I
You
get
wouldn't be able to
sidetracked.
tell because we're both wearing long sleeves and I wanted a cozy blanket, but...
Yeah, we want to get snug, as is the name of the podcast.
Of course.
This one's really good. I do think I like the last one more,
So do I.
just personally. I would give this a solid 8.6.
Okay.
Still really good.
Yeah.
It would be in the rotation of juice if I had to do a lineup.
Yeah.
But maybe in the top 10 of juices I've had in my life.
But we're strawberry lovers.
Yeah, the strawberry guava was just really top tier.
Yeah, I love that one. I still need to go back to the store and see if they have the pineapple orange and the mango orange. Those are my all-time favorites. They're so freaking good.
Yeah, well, if you find them, bring them in and I'll give
I'll-
you my honest review.
Yes, ma'am.
As I do. I've yet to give anything below an 8, I think.
I think that's also true.
Maybe you can intentionally bring in a really disgusting one.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a series of lemonades you were trying and some of them were pretty nasty?
Pace and I were trying old-fashioned sodas, in glass bottles and stuff, which is really fun. And some of them have been really fantastic and we've gone back and purchased them just to have, and some of them were really atrociously bad and we would only take a sip to rate it, and then immediately we were and we're done with that one.
It couldn't even be fully ingested.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of them were somewhere in between where they're just kind of mid.
Uh-huh.
But There's some weird ones out there. We've been doing all the weird, well, not all, but we've been doing some of the weird ones that are like unicorn blood or like random. You're like, what is this?
It's giving
Like
Voldemort.
cosmic stardust or something, and it tells
That
you like
sounds nice.
nothing about the flavor. We've also tried like cookies and cream and cookie dough
As a soda.
as a soda.
How did that work out?
Both were atrocious.
Okay.
We initially started this soda thing that we've been doing because I saw a girl on Instagram who posted about this like oldie-timey candy store, and she bought the cookie dough one, and she was like, you guys have to try this. It's shockingly good. You wouldn't think it is, but it is. So I saw that video and I was like, I want to go here, and we went and bought a bunch of the sodas, including the cookie dough one. And she lied to us. It was really freaking bad.
What did you rate that one out of 10?
I think we gave that one like a 2, genuinely.
Wow.
Yeah. That one
Okay.
was low on the list.
Do you think she was sponsored?
Maybe. or maybe she's just like numbed her taste buds. Maybe she had COVID at the time. I don't know.
We don't know her story.
Yeah.
But last week we talked about personality tests.
Yeah.
And so I got you to do it because I have an obsession with those. So I did the Myers-Briggs or some variation of it, whatever. Like
Yeah.
a personality test that gives you the 4-letter code combination. And I got a different result than I remember getting previously.
She's learned, she's grown.
What about you? Is yours
I
the same?
don't remember anything about when I took it. I took it years ago at my cousin's request. And I remember she was way more into it than I was, but I was really interested in it this time, and I do think it was like pretty accurate. The
Yeah?
little blurb that it gave me at the beginning, because it gives you like a name and then the 4-letter code thing,
Uh-huh.
and I thought I was like, oh yeah, that sounds like me for sure.
Okay.
So maybe I'm sold on it now.
So, time for the grand reveal.
Time
Drum
for the
roll,
grand
please.
reveal.
I don't have a drum.
I don't either, but I do have my phone, which is where my thing is at. Let me pull it up.
I can envision that I'm playing a drum roll, or I wish I was good at impressions.
Yeah.
Did
There you go.
that sound good?
Pretty fantastic.
Thank you.
It's gonna sit here and it's gonna load forever. Actually, I have screenshots. I forgot about that.
Do you remember the code?
No.
Oh.
I remember that it called me, it says your personality type is architect.
Oh.
I'm an INTJ-A.
Okay.
So I guess it's giving me a 5-letter code.
That's pretty complex.
The
INTJ.
J-A, yeah.
Okay.
It says the quote at the beginning is from Blaise Pascal, whoever that is.
Never heard of it.
Probably somebody super influential, and I don't even know. But it says, thought constitutes the greatness of man. Man is a reed, the feeblest thing in nature, but he is a thinking reed.
What on earth
I don't know.
does that mean?
Anyways, the blurb. As an INTJ, you possess a rare combination of vision and pragmatism. Pragmatism? What is that?
I think it's someone who's practical.
Okay. Your analytical mind constantly seeks to understand the world around you, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a desire to improve systems and ideas. You approach life with a strategic mindset, always looking several steps ahead and planning for various contingencies. Your independent nature is one of your defining characteristics. You value your autonomy and often prefer to work alone, trusting your own judgment and abilities above all else. This self-reliance, combined with your intellectual prowess, allows you to tackle complex problems with confidence and innovation.
I would say that's pretty accurate.
You think so?
I think that's why I like those so much.
Yeah.
So it's actually pretty spot on with what I was guessing last week, that you're like a philosopher, a ponderer.
It did think I was kind of a philosopher, yeah. It said that I was like very intuitive. I scored higher on the thinking versus the feeling aspect.
You're
It
a
also says
thinker.
I was more judging than prospecting. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, see, I feel like that checks out, because you do spend a lot of time just thinking about things,
Yeah.
learning about things. You're very curious by nature. You always have been.
I am very curious by nature, yeah.
Okay, so INTJ.
INTJ.
INTJ. And it was, sorry, the architect?
Architect.
Okay.
Yep. I got a little man surrounded by like some skulls and games, and looks like he's in a little museum somewhere.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Just like you.
Just like me.
Where'd they get that photo of you?
Yeah. Someone's stalking me, I don't know.
Okay, I think that's pretty close to mine.
Do you want to read yours?
Not perfect But, well, actually, I should educate myself. I don't know how many codes.
There's 16.
So, do they all start with IN? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know either. But, so mine is the mediator, INFP
Okay.
-T.
Okay.
So it says mediators are poetic, kind, and altruistic people always eager to help a good cause. They approach life with thoughtfulness and imagination, guided by their principled version of humanism.
Yeah. Yep.
You think
Sounds
that one was
good.
accurate?
Yeah.
I thought that one was pretty spot on. In the past, I've gotten INFJ, which is the advocate.
Okay.
I don't know the exact differences. I would have to look into it
Yeah.
more deeply, but this felt pretty accurate. Maybe I've changed as I've gotten older or something.
We all learn and grow.
In my old age.
In your
I've grown wise.
Now that your frontal lobe is developed.
Yeah. It says oh, yeah, I guess it is fully developed.
Yeah.
It crept up on me.
It's solidifying, yeah.
I see it in small ways. It says strengths are you grasp deep emotional nuances, creating genuine connections. Your empathetic communication helps you smoothly guide others toward consensus.
Okay.
Your thoughtful mindset ensures high quality, meaningful outcomes in your projects. I think this was in the workplace or something. Which I would agree with all that. And then I liked the part with the weaknesses, though. I thought the part that was good was repetitive or structured tasks demotivate and tire you. Relatable. It also was mentioning that constructive feedback may trigger deep self-doubt, negatively affecting your confidence.
Jeez.
Sometimes I feel like I have a hard time taking a certain level of criticism
Really? Okay.
without overthinking. I don't get offended, but I like internalize it, if that makes sense.
I feel like it's not frequent in like regular day-to-day life that you take criticism though. Like it is in the workplace, I guess, is the number one place I feel like people, not you specifically, people like take criticism, but other than that, I mean, I guess like your romantic relationships every now and then things come up.
Oh yeah.
But I don't feel like it's very frequent that like friends or acquaintances are like, "Can I give you a note of improvement?"
True. No, probably more at work. But that's just something like I think because I'm so afraid of getting negative feedback, I tend to try to avoid it by performing well.
Yeah.
At work or in school or whatever. And I
Yeah.
think that's probably just a type A thing that a lot of people do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I love those personality tests. I think they're pretty fun, pretty spot on. And then it gives you a little insight to your friends and
Yeah.
how they might process the world.
Let's go see if I took screenshots of my strengths and weaknesses. I didn't take any Oh, it loaded. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Strengths. It says I have an innovative mindset. I'm an independent worker. I have a strength in conceptual thinking, continuous improvement, objective judgment, and reliable performance. Thank you.
Sounds about right.
My weaknesses include discomfort with networking, frustration with constraints. I chafe at rules or procedures you deem pointless. That's true. I'm like, don't make me do that if it doesn't make any sense. It says that I have a weakness in ignoring social dynamics. You tend to neglect office politics and informal social interactions, possibly missing cues or causing unintended misunderstandings.
Interesting.
I do feel like, actually, Pace has said many times that he'll laugh at my bluntness in social conversations, that somebody that I'm not super necessarily close to will be talking, and I'll be like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And Pace, I'll see him, like, snickering in the corner, and I'm like, oh, sorry. So maybe that's, here it is, overly blunt feedback. Called out.
Speak of the devil.
Yep. Reluctance to delegate tasks and impatience with routine.
Valid. Yeah, see, these are pretty spot on.
Yeah. It, knowing myself as I do and knowing you as I do, I think it did a pretty good job.
And I think even the fact that I love those so much kind of aligns with the results I got of being like, super in tune or like
Yeah.
fascinated by other people's perceptions of the
Yes.
world. Like I love hearing that and being like,
Yeah.
wow, I feel like I have this whole new insight into how you process things and view the world.
Which
I
is
love that shit.
Jaren and I were just talking. Jaren's my little brother for people listening. But by little I mean he's 21.
And like 6'3".
And yeah, not little.
Not little.
Yeah. But we were just talking. We were literally up till like 5 a.m. talking the other day, just because we haven't seen each other in a while. And he goes, "Do you think other people think this much?" And I was like, "Probably not." Like honestly, I think that there are certain types of people who just tend to be like very reflective, and those are the types of people that you can have conversations about. Like, have you ever thought about this? Or I noticed this thing or whatever. And I feel like you and I are those people that we've had many conversations about, like, yeah, introspective sort of topics, or I don't know, trying to see things from other people's perspectives or whatever.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's why I was saying you should ask Jaren to take it too, and I wouldn't be surprised if you guys got the same result.
Yeah.
Because you guys are pretty similar.
We are pretty similar. I think that it would probably be a similar result, and I think our biggest differences really boil down to I'm a woman and he's a man.
Which might not necessarily be like a personality type difference.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he got the same thing. So maybe make him take it and we'll see.
I haven't seen him all day. I have no idea where he is, but I'll the moment he walks in the door.
He's MIA.
Yeah. How was your road trip this weekend?
Oh, it was good. It was fun. We went up to Payson and got lunch at Chili's.
Oh yeah, how was Matt's thing?
The triple dipper.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. I can't remember what his rating was. I would give it a solid 8.4.
He said it was like fried mozzarella or something?
Yeah, it's fried. It's just straight up fried mozzarella, but they're doing this new thing where they do a Nashville hot.
Okay.
Like they dip it in a Nashville hot sauce and then so it just has extra flavor, you know?
Yeah.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
That's good.
So that was fun. And then we went and got milkshakes.
Ooh, classic.
Also fun. So I was on a real health kick this weekend, clearly.
Well, so was I. My dad and my brother made like fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, and biscuit, like buttermilk biscuits this Sunday. So
that sounds delicious.
it was so good. Yeah, big fan.
And I saw you made some sourdough.
And I made some sourdough.
How did that come out?
I made a cinnamon raisin loaf, and it's honestly maybe my new favorite sourdough. It's
Really?
so good.
Are you a cinnamon raisin type of gal?
I am. I love a cinnamon raisin bagel.
Whoa.
You don't
hot
like
take.
cinnamon raisins?
It's just not even in the top 3.
What about
Top
like
5.
what about oatmeal cookies? Are you an oatmeal raisin person or are you an oatmeal chocolate chip?
Oatmeal chocolate chip.
No.
Hey, what are we
No.
doing with all these raisins in here?
I-
This is like when I found out that you're really into Mountain Dew.
This is how I feel when I found out that you put nerds in your Sonic drinks.
That's good.
No. That's just putting aquarium gravel in your slush.
I kind of like that. You've never wanted to eat aquarium gravel?
No, okay, I don't get that whole like, oh my gosh, it's so colorful.
Why do they make it so colorful? It looks like something I would eat. Rock candy? They make rock candy for a reason.
But
I
that was
wanna
never
eat
good. Those like, okay, this is a fun fact.
Whoa. Whoa. I can't just let you skirt over saying that rock candy is not good.
Those things that are on the little stick?
Yes, those things on the little stick.
We should make rock candy. Did you see the trend that was going around the internet of people trying to make rock candy? And apparently it's like incredibly difficult because everybody was kind of failing miserably.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, they
I
used to
guess.
sell those little science kits.
Yeah.
And I used to beg my mother for it because I wanted rock candy.
Yeah, apparently it's difficult to make, so I think that could be a fun craft someday.
Okay. I mean,
Trying to
I don't
figure out
know how
to make
much
rock candy.
crafting is involved. I'm pretty sure you have to let it like grow.
That's true.
Grow into crystals. But
That's
we
true.
Could,
It's like an overnight type thing.
yeah, I mean, we could always bring it in, be like, here's the results.
Make it a little vlog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No one even has to wait for the process. It's just like, hey, we
exactly.
did this. Here's the results.
exactly. And that's the point of like our short attention Instagram and TikTok. Mine's now. But fun fact, I was actually like low-key frightened of Pop Rocks as a kid. Because I like didn't like the way that it was fizzing on my tongue. I thought it was gonna like dissolve my tongue or something.
That's kind of fair. Pop Rocks were one of those things that I couldn't decide if I loved it or hated it, if
Yeah.
I'm being honest. Pop Rocks are a little out there.
Yeah.
But Nerds?
Nerds are good. I just don't want to. Here's the thing. I don't like chewing my drink ever. That's also my standpoint with boba.
Boba. I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I love what the boba is in, like the beverage itself, but I don't like the random, like, oh, and now there's something in my mouth.
You're like, let's go get boba, but I'm going to ask them to take the boba out.
Yeah, I'm like, when I say let's go get boba, I mean let's go get a smoothie.
Or tea.
Yeah.
See, I can't hop on that train with you.
Were you a Gushers kid?
I love Gushers.
Yeah, no.
Maya, what the heck? Okay, are there any other food textures I should know about that you're not crazy?
I don't like
crazy
filled
about?
things, and I think that's where my Gushers thing comes from. Like, I don't like filled donuts. Gross.
Okay.
Gross. I don't like creams and jellos. Like, I don't like a creme brulee. No.
What?
I don't like a custardy.
What?
No. Jello things. No. No.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That one is, I understand that one's weird. That's why I don't like the filling in, like, donuts and stuff, because I don't like that, like, cream. Yeah. No.
So you just want a dry ass donut?
Yeah.
It's gonna leave you parched?
Well, it's, like, soaked in glaze, usually.
Okay, that's fair.
But yeah, I don't like stuffed crust like with pizzas.
What?
I don't like filled things.
You like mozzarella sticks?
I do like mozzarella sticks.
Is that because it's crispy on the outside, or it's just different?
That doesn't feel like it's filled because the filling is what's like 95% of it, and then the crust is the outside.
Okay, it's just its own thing. It's just a cheese stick.
Mozzarella sticks are also not like wet, like the inside of a filled donut, you know?
What about like a calzone?
I could get behind a calzone because I can eat it with a fork and a knife.
Cannoli?
Don't like a cannoli.
Oh my
No.
gosh. I love cannoli.
That's the other thing. I don't like eating things that are really messy. Like freaking hard shell tacos where you take one bite and it immediately like just dissolves in your hand. I'm a soft shell all the time type of person.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. So you've never had just a classic Doritos Locos taco from Taco Bell and felt that delicious cheesy crunch in your mouth?
No, I don't I don't like wings for that reason. Like, I'm a boneless wings type of person because they're messy as frick, and I don't like the uncomfortability of it. That's not a word, but whatever.
You can make it a word.
Yeah.
I'm speech. I don't know what to say.
You're learning all sorts of things
How
about
have
my
I not
food
known
hot
this?
takes.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Although I guess a lot of the times that we go and grab food or a snack together, it's sushi or ice cream.
That's true.
Because that's two of our favorite things. So that's always
Yeah.
been what we choose. So it's never really come up, some
Yeah.
of these things.
I do feel like you knew the boba one because
I did.
we have gotten boba a few times. And by we, I mean you've gotten boba and I've gotten drink.
I'm a huge fan of boba, so
Yeah, you
I
love
have
boba.
dragged you with me against your will.
Hey, I'll always go. That's
Yeah.
the thing. I'm like the stupid boyfriend trend where it's like, oh, I don't really like boba, but I'll go with you. Yeah, that's me. Sorry.
I'll allow it. I appreciate the gesture. Dang. Okay, well. Okay, I have one. So here's something that bothers me. I don't like certain soups. This is one that people
Soups.
get mad at me for. So
Okay.
any type of thick, savory soup or something like that, like a chowder?
Are you about to tell me that you don't like a good solid potato soup?
Absolutely not. No, I don't. I
Hannah.
don't like thick. Why am I drinking my food? Like, I don't think savory things should be drank.
What about like a broth though?
Broth is fine because it's usually with something else in it. I feel like broth,
Okay.
a clear liquid, really doesn't bother me, and I actually enjoy it. So,
Like,
pho
you like
or
ramen.
hot pot
Yeah.
ramen. That's a non-issue.
But you don't like a lobster bisque.
No, you start getting into that and you're really pushing it, in my opinion. Because why are we
Interesting.
blending up perfectly good savory food that I could just be eating
So
directly?
you don't like a bread bowl. You don't like a sourdough bread bowl.
Well, I'll eat the bread bowl.
But the point of the bread bowl is the soup.
No, it makes the bread all soggy and weird.
What do
I
you
don't-
eat on like a cozy rainy day when you're like? What about when you're sick?
Chicken noodle soup is fine because that's more of a broth base.
Yeah.
Ramen is good. Yeah, I don't know. I can't with the chowder. Don't even get me started on chili. Keep
You don't
chili.
like chili?
Keep chili out of my face.
Oh my
Why does it
gosh.
look like that? I'm sorry to those of you who like chili, Matt included. It literally looks like vomit. There,
Yeah,
I
okay.
said it. I
No,
said it.
I'll give you that. It does look really unappealing.
Why?
But,
It's
like,
brown and chunky, and what's even in it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Keep it away from me.
I don't know, but some things we don't need to know. It's none of my business.
It is
tastes good.
absolutely my business when it looks like something inedible.
You don't like a good cornbread and chili in the fall?
No.
You don't like
cornbread?
You like
Cornbread's
cornbread?
fine.
Okay.
I love cornbread.
Oh my gosh.
No, chili. No, absolutely not.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's certain chunky soups and things like get
Okay,
it
well,
out
when
of
you
my
use
face.
the word chunky, I
It's
guess.
Actually chunky. What
No, it
other word
is.
could we possibly
It
use?
is. I don't know. I just didn't think about it because I like it. Gosh. Wow. Okay. Okay, this is actually like leading me to I feel like there are a lot of controversial foods in Thanksgiving foods. Like cranberry sauce, stuffing, and
I hate stuffing.
I hate stuffing.
Stuffing's disgusting.
Stuffing's nasty.
Why-
Literally the other day my mom made stuffing and I was like, respectfully, what is this?
Respectfully, I just can't consume that without dying.
It's like gravy soaked bread and that's not good.
And like chunks of celery and stuff.
Which nobody likes celery.
I don't even like that seasoning flavor.
No.
No, absolutely
Nobody
not.
likes celery.
I actually don't. I'm not crazy about a lot of traditional Thanksgiving food. I enjoy it because it's Thanksgiving and
Yeah.
that's the vibe. But honestly, there's a lot of things I would pick before turkey, for example.
There's a lot of things I would pick before turkey.
I would prefer a ham
Yes.
if we must, or if we really just want to go crazy and set tradition to the side, let's go for a little filet mignon.
Okay. No.
Let's get some steak up in here. Tri-tip maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what? I'm always a fish person over like a red meat or a poultry.
Oh, really?
I like fish 95% of the time more than I like any other type of meat. I would thrive on the Mediterranean diet, dude.
Ooh, I would too.
Yeah.
What kind of, like, all fish? Do you like salmon, whitefish?
Yeah, I do. I love a whitefish, honestly. Salmon's also just classic. Tuna's good if you prepare it right. Like, I love poke. Honestly, the fish that I don't like the most, I don't like shellfish so much. Like, I don't love crab or shrimp.
Well, didn't you have, like, a mild allergy for the longest time?
I had
do remember
an
that.
anaphylactic allergy for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I guess I just grew out of it.
Because I remember you were like, I love sushi, but I have to be really careful about what I order. Because you were one of my only friends in high school who really liked sushi as much as I did.
Uh-huh.
And so we'd always go get sushi, and you'd be like, I just have to be really careful because I do have a shellfish allergy. And
I did,
said,
yeah.
What?
Yeah, actually, fun fact, I like had when I went to my how is he related to me? He's my grandpa's first cousin. And he was a chef. He is a Korean Hawaiian, and so he like has just the best cooking ever. And he made this like pasta thing one time with a bunch of like different types of seafood and fish or whatever. We went there when I was little. I was probably like 5 or 6, and I tried that pasta thing, and immediately like my throat started swelling up. I couldn't breathe. I got this like red rash, crazy, had a reaction. And so my mom was like, what was in that? And he showed us like the powder or whatever, and the only thing that I hadn't had before was shrimp. So I went and got tested, and they were like, yep, you have a shellfish allergy, like don't do that.
Oh my gosh.
So then about 12 to 13, 14 years later, I'm dating a kid in college who was from Japan. And that uncle who had been preparing that food or whatever had passed away. And so my mom went over there to help like clear out his house, get rid of some things. My mom sends me a picture of that little powder thing that he had shown and was like, this is what's in that thing. I'm so sorry if she's allergic to that. And so my mom was like, haha, crazy memory. Remember when you almost died?
Oh my gosh.
And I was with that boyfriend at the time, and he was like, it was in Japanese. And so he was reading it over my shoulder, and he was like, there's no shrimp in that. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, there's no shellfish in that. And he like read it, and he was like, yeah, that's not what that is.
Oh.
And I was like, well, that's weird because I had a reaction to it or whatever. And then I went and got tested, and it said it was an allergy. Anyways, my roommate came home later that night with shrimp from whatever dinner she had been at. And I was like, let me try some of that.
You're like, I'm ready to risk it all.
I was like, we live 5 minutes from a hospital, and my roommate and my boyfriend at the time were like, absolutely not, like freaking out. And I ate it, fine, totally fine.
Dang.
And ever since then, I've never had a problem with shellfish of any kind.
Which is great for us because despite all of the foods that we don't have in common, our love of seafood is definitely shared.
Yeah.
And I love when we go get sushi and we just order one of everything and share it. It's so fun.
It's so good. Which we haven't done that in a minute.
Yeah, we're
due.
talking about it and I'm real
due.
hungry.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
Yep. We need to go to
Our
Trappers together. We haven't been to Trappers yet.
Have we not?
Nope.
Oh,
And I
okay.
love that
And it's right by my
place.
house. Okay, next time you come over,
Okay.
we can go.
Twist my arm.
Yeah. Well, I think one last food. How do you feel about yogurt?
Yogurt used to make me really nauseous in high school, but I've come to realize I think it was just because I was eating it for breakfast, and I don't like eating breakfast. Like, I don't like eating early in the morning. Mm-hmm. Yogurt is okay. It's never going to be my first choice, but if you doctor it up with, like, granola and fruit and stuff, it's pretty good.
Okay, fair enough. So you're more of a parfait
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, I'm not one to just, like, snack on a yogurt cup.
So I am someone who will kind of snack on a yogurt cup, especially in a pinch in the mornings for breakfast. There are these protein yogurts I'll have.
Uh-huh.
And one thing I've noticed is I would say that I'm someone who likes yogurt. I definitely like a parfait, but even just a yogurt cup, for the most part, I like it. But I've noticed when you're having a yogurt cup and you get to the last 2 to 3 bites, I, for some reason, have to physically force myself to swallow them. Like, I will take the bite, and for some reason, just mechanically, the mind to throat connection, I'm just all of a sudden unable to, like, I have to consciously force myself to swallow it. And sometimes, on a really tough morning, I'm trying to swallow it, and I'll, like, gag. And I'm like, nope, you gotta finish your yogurt. You gotta finish your yogurt. No issues for the first 80% of the yogurt cup.
I'm gonna say, I think that most of that is a mind game for you because you will leave the last 2 or 3 bites of anything. Like, you just don't want it to be gone or whatever it is, and so you will leave the last little bit of anything. It doesn't have to be yogurt.
Wait, how do you know that? No, because Matt complains about that all the time.
Really?
He'll go in the pantry and pull out a little snack I had or something, and there's legit not even half a serving left. There's, like, crumbs.
Yeah, you'll leave, like, 2 Cheez-Its in the box.
And he said, wait, I am being put on trial right now.
Hey, today is my day of JD, so...
Wait, that's so funny that you've noticed that. I don't know what that, it is psychological, because what if I want it later?
Yeah.
What if I want a little taste of it and I've eaten all of it?
Yeah.
Like, the world might end.
That's like, it's like finishing the last chapter of your book. It's like finishing the last, like, episode in this season. Then it's over.
I just want to, like, save myself a little something.
Have I ever told you about my little brother Ethan and how he would save everything like that? Mm-hmm. And he would, like, I'm saving it for a special time.
Yes, that's me.
So that's you as a grown adult.
But I will say the yogurt, the last couple bites genuinely repulse me.
There's something about yogurt that, like, if you let it sit in your mouth and think about what it feels like in your mouth is kind of disgusting.
Yeah, it is. It's like what it feels.
It's like baby
feels like
food.
baby food. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I try not to think about it too hard. I think the other thing is the temperature. It's very temperature dependent.
Yeah.
So it's similar to like an ice cold beer. It's only good at the very beginning while it's very cold. Okay,
well,
when we start traveling into lukewarm territory,
room temperature yogurt is never good.
Take it away.
I think that I also know in my brain that, like, yogurt is a breakfast food, and I can't eat for the first, like, hour or 2 that I'm awake, otherwise I'll be horribly nauseous.
Really?
Which is, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
When I was...
That sounds like a problem.
Dude, okay, literally, yeah, no. So when I was a missionary, missionaries wake up at the crack of dawn. You literally get up at 6:30 in the morning every day. That was brutal murder. And I, like, would eat breakfast because I was about to go out and have a busy day and be like out of the house until like noon.
Yeah.
But then I was like horribly nauseous until like 10 o'clock, 10:30 every day. And so I called the nurse who was like responsible for making sure that we were all like healthy or whatever. And I was like explaining, I was like, hey, is there any reason I might get like horribly nauseous when I eat in the morning or when I like wake up really early? Because I've noticed too, if I have to like wake up and be functioning before like 7 a.m., I'm a little nauseous. And she goes, well, there's no chance you're pregnant, right? Me, a missionary. I was like, no, there's literally 0% chance I'm pregnant. Like,
Yeah.
and she was like, you're sure? And I was like, I'm 100,000% sure. There's literally zero chance I'm
Like
pregnant.
positive.
Yeah. I was like, this has actually been a thing like my whole life. Like I never used to eat breakfast in high school because of it. And she was like, okay, well, I don't know. But it's like always been a thing.
She just said, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nope. And all my siblings are like that too.
What?
Yeah. I don't know if it's like some sort of genetic thing, but we all like can't eat breakfast right when we wake up.
That's actually so bizarre.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. Wow.
Yep. You learn something new every day.
Well, so sorry for that.
It's all good. I'm not usually up at 7 a.m. anyways.
So you can be more of a brunch person.
Yes, I love a good brunch.
Okay.
And I do love breakfast foods. Like I love French toast, pancakes,
Scones?
waffles, scones. Ugh, I love breakfast. I've always been more of a baker than a cook.
Same. I enjoy baking a lot more, and I think I'm better at baking.
And I feel like the results are just that much sweeter.
It's harder to mess up. Well, it is and it isn't. It obviously depends what you're baking, but I think it's just, in general, feels harder to mess up the combination of like flour, eggs, and sugar than all these like complicated ingredients that need to be cut a certain way and cooked at different times. And
especially because I feel like baking is such a like a recipe. I don't know of anybody at least that like really freestyles baking, but you can freestyle cooking and have it be like pretty mediocre. You know?
Yeah. But the scones you made for our Bridgerton watch party were really good.
Right?
Their sourdough
I
chocolate
liked those
chip.
a lot. Thank you.
I did too. I had like 3 of them.
Yeah, they were good.
Delicious.
I love a scone.
How did you... I don't think we'll go like hard spoilers for those of you who haven't watched Bridgerton yet, but it has been out for a while, so if you haven't watched it yet...
It's been out for less than a week.
Well... I would consider that a while. But how did you feel about it?
I thought it was good.
What was your
thought
review
it
of part
was
2?
Entertaining. It held our attention raptly through the whole thing. I will say that the first half and the second half felt like completely different seasons.
Right?
Like they were very different.
Right?
And I do think that there was one too many plot lines.
Okay, because it felt like an extreme emotional roller coaster.
Yes. I had whiplash after that.
I felt like we were fitting in, like we lost the plot for a minute and then tried to just circle back and like cram the happy ending in real quick.
Although I will say, they did the happy ending a lot better than I had anticipated. Like I was like, genuinely, I don't know how they're going to wrap this all up. I'm going to be upset. But they did a pretty good job.
You were satisfied with the ending?
Yeah, I think they did good with what they gave Sophie. And although I saw this funny meme today that was like Anthony comes home from the country and he's like looking through Benedict's desk and he sees all the paint or the drawings of the Lady in Silver, and it's like Anthony first thing, is this Sophie? Everybody's like, yes.
Oh my gosh, literally, how did he not know? That was insane.
No, that was so funny.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I thought it was really good, but I would say the emotional roller coaster and the super crammed plotline of the second half made me feel like season 2 is probably still my favorite season.
I will say that also the depth of the emotional roller coaster felt unnecessary.
It was repetitive.
Like, good Gandhi, why are we so sad in this?
How many times are we going to go back and forth of like, I want to be with you, but I can't. I want to be with you, but I can't. Like, maximum 2 times before it's annoying. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I said what I said.
I also was kind of thinking about, I don't know how much of a spoiler we're giving, about Francesca's storyline.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot.
Which I do hear rumors that Francesca's season is next.
So maybe that's why.
Yeah, so
but
I think they're setting it up.
That was still a hard thing to try to fit and cram into a completely separate story.
Yes. I think that they should have just done an episode or 2 extra in Francesca's season.
Yeah, that was not in the book.
Yeah, well, maybe it's in Francesca's book.
Oh, I'm sure it is. It wasn't in, like,
Yeah.
it had nothing to do with Sophie and Benedict.
No.
Literally nothing at
No.
all. But it's still a good show. It was worth a watch. I think you should watch Queen Charlotte next because
Okay.
that, out of all of them, is still by far my favorite. And it's so good.
Yeah, I think it'll make me like the Queen a little bit more too.
Yeah, that was the hard part, is that I feel like she was not likable really at all in this season until the very end, because you didn't know her backstory, and so she was just coming across as like a hard ass. But
She really just like, anytime anybody wanted anything, she was like, nope.
Nope.
Nope. I'm not even going to think about it.
that would be kind of nice to be able to just say yes and no to whatever you want without ever having to explain yourself.
You know, I think we would have to be different people to do that though, because I like really care about people's emotional well-being. And like if I knew that my best friend really wanted something and I was just going to be like, no. Like that would take a toll.
100. Yeah, I didn't understand it, but I also think if I was raised as the queen,
That's true.
and my every whim was satisfied, I might be a very different person than I am today.
For sure.
What would possibly force me to have any type of character development?
Nothing. Yeah,
Nothing.
literally nothing.
I could
That's
have
true.
whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted.
At any time.
Yep.
And it's actually the law.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I think that has a tendency to get in one's head a little bit. Not necessarily as an excuse, but like, it's a little bit of situational conditioning, in my opinion.
There's a lot of things that are situational conditioning that I'm like, I always say like, oh my gosh, if I was in that day and age, like never, absolutely not. But like, you really can't know.
No, you really
can't. If you weren't raised in that mindset, like you have no idea how you would act.
It's crazy how much, like, I do think people have their kind of, I guess, innate personality traits and things that make us unique. But I also think a huge part of who we are is shaped by our environment and the people around us. Like, huge.
Yeah.
I truly have no idea who I would be if you plopped me in a different situation.
Well, because a lot of things are like societal.
Yeah.
And we learn based on that. I was talking to Jaren about how like if you took somebody from a different world and just plopped them in here, all the things that we think are like obvious are not necessarily obvious. They're just obvious because we were raised that way. Like you could bring somebody from another planet and be like 12 inches in a foot, duh. And they'd be like, what? No. Like we've just made that up.
Or even just culturally, things that are interpreted as polite or rude.
Yeah.
Things like mannerisms
Totally.
that portray confidence or anger or whatever. It would be read differently depending on where you're from and the people around you.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, like, the Hawaiians, every time I go home and see my Hawaiian family, I go home, LOL. Every time I go to Hawaii and see my Hawaiian family, that's a culture where they, like, kiss you on the cheek in greeting, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so my uncles will come up and kiss you on the cheek or whatever. But I know, I've heard some tourists say that, like, that makes them uncomfortable because of where you're raised. And so it's just, like, a cultural, societal thing that we've either been raised with or not raised with. And man, it's a world of difference between now and like, you know, the Renaissance era when women were property.
Yeah, a lot of things are different now. And thank goodness for that aspect
And thank
of
goodness
it.
for that.
Yeah, just kissing someone on the cheek may seem pretty forward to some people. Just based on personality, culture, whatever it may be. It's like if you're not used to that, you're like, whoa.
Yeah, you're like, hello,
space.
who are you?
Me personally, I'm a pretty affectionate person, so if I'm comfortable with you, I'd be like, okay, hell yeah, we're doing this now.
Yeah. Love you so much.
I can get behind this.
Yeah.
I'm a hugger too, which I get from my mom.
Yeah.
So yeah, a kiss on the cheek really isn't that big of a stretch for me.
But it also is interesting that it depends kind of on the setting too, because like as much as that's my family and that's my culture and I'm like so comfortable with that, if like some random white homie, you know, here at home did that, I'd kind of be a little thrown. I'd be like, whoa, who are you? You know?
Yeah, like, please don't come up and kiss me on the cheek in the middle of a professional setting.
Yeah.
Absolutely
It's
not.
still, like, situational.
I'm not that laid back.
Even I think if I went to, like, a party full of people that I didn't know, well, maybe not. Maybe that wouldn't be so. But I think it would take me a little by surprise. It wouldn't necessarily be like, oh, yeah, that's just, like, how we do things here. I would be a little, like, I wouldn't be uncomfortable, but I'd kind of be like, oh, hello.
Yeah. You like Hunger Games, right?
I have never read the books, but I've seen the movies.
Okay, you know the scene in Catching Fire where Katniss is meeting some of the other tributes and they come up, two of them, and kiss her right on the mouth? Do you remember that
No, I don't
scene?
remember that. I have to watch those again.
It's a very quick scene, but a couple of the other tributes, that they're implying that that's a custom in their district or something, and so they come right up to her and like kiss her right on the lips.
Jeez.
And Jennifer Lawrence like acting in that scene always cracked me up because she has the most shocked look on her face because that character is also a more reserved character.
Yeah.
So you can tell she's just like taken aback.
Yeah.
And just like jumps.
That's funny.
It just reminded me of that.
Fair enough.
The,
I would be taken aback if someone kissed me on the mouth anywhere.
Yeah. Without warning.
Yeah.
There's literally only one person I do that with.
Yep.
So that would be insane.
Yeah.
The prequel, or the next prequel for Hunger Games, comes out this year.
There's another one?
Yes, The Sunrise on the Reaping. And I want you to read that book so badly.
Oh, they're doing a movie.
Yes, they're doing a movie
okay.
for The Sunrise on the Reaping.
Yeah.
And that comes out, I think, this November.
Didn't you say that was like your favorite of the books?
It was,
Yeah.
by far. No, I was obsessed. And I think I actually know that I'm going to reread it once we get closer.
When does the movie come out?
November, I don't know the exact date.
November
I would
something.
have to check. I want to say mid-November.
Okay, we'll do another watch day.
Yeah.
Except it'll probably be a theater day.
And we'll maybe need to do a little book club moment once you read it.
Yeah.
So you can give
I'm
me
down
your
for that.
hot takes from the book.
Yeah, I need a new book because I've been trying to read, this is a hot take, I've been trying to read Throne of Glass. And I can't.
Throne of Glass. Is that the other Sarah J. Maas?
Yes.
Series?
Yep.
Oh, I haven't tried to. You're not loving it?
No. So it's written, like, there's a tandem read and there's also like a prequel that's mixed in there. So the third book is a prequel, in the sense that it takes a pause from, I guess, the general storyline to give you some background info. So I was told to read the third book first. So I did. I read, I think it's called Assassin's Blade. And it's not like, you're not going to be confused, you know, they introduce the characters or whatever, but I don't like the main character. I spent the whole book being like, when am I going to start rooting for this girl? Like, she needs some major character development before I'm, like, on her team. She never got the character development. So I finished the book, and I tried to start reading, like, the first, like, The Throne of Glass. And I am in the same boat. I'm, like, probably, like, I'm not that far in. I'm probably, like, 12%, 15% through the first book. And I'm kind of like, okay, I still don't like this girl.
Dang. That's the worst.
But apparently it's a hot take because everybody loves The Throne of Glass.
Dude, that's how I feel about Fourth Wing. I really
remember you
liked
saying that.
the first book, and then Iron Flame, the second book. I felt like I couldn't root for the main character either. She just was bothering me a little bit in some of her stuff, and maybe it felt like her character hadn't matured as much as it should have by that point, and things started to get repetitive.
That's how I feel about Throne of Glass.
And I was like, dude, you already went through a problem so similar to this. Like, lock in and let's move forward. And I just was feeling so frustrated with it. And I know that's a hot take too, because people were going crazy for that series.
Both of those were like huge on like book talk, and I don't know.
But it didn't. I don't know why. It just didn't do it for me. So
I think I need a new book to remember that I like reading. I just actually finished listening to. I've been listening to the full cast edition of the Harry Potter books because I am not an audiobook girly. I cannot pay attention to an audiobook. I get really distracted by like the narrator's voice or like them trying to do like a man's voice or a woman's voice or whatever. But I've loved the full cast edition. It's like listening to a movie. And I just finished the fourth book, and I have to wait until March 10th for the fifth one to come out, and I'm kind of sad about it.
Oh, they're producing them
like right now.
Currently.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I know you've been going through the series, but
yeah, once a month they come out. So March 10th, and then I think it's like April 12th or something, and then spaced out.
Maybe I'll start listening to those around the October, November, the fall months.
Yeah. That's a good time for Harry Potter. I just, the books are so good. Every time I read the books again, you remember all the little details that they couldn't put into the movies, and they're so good.
And it adds a lot to the story and the plot.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a fake fan because I haven't read all the books, so I need to...
Really?
Yeah, I thought I told you this. I thought you knew this about me.
I maybe did. Maybe I blocked it out. You and Pace.
So that you wouldn't think less of me.
Pace hasn't read any of them. And he, refuses.
I think I've read the first two eons ago. He refuses?
He refuses. He will
Why?
not. He won't read them because he says he doesn't want to. He's like, I'm reading other things. But he just finished I literally, the other day, he was like, I just finished my book. Like, what am I going to do now? I was like, read Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And
perfect
he was
opportunity.
Like, no, I don't want to. And I was like, you're upsetting, dude.
Come on, Pace.
I know. So maybe if this video, this podcast goes viral, we can all harass him into reading Harry Potter. Because it's for his own good. It's for his own cultural development.
I'm happy to help peer pressure him.
Fantastic.
I don't even know if we need the internet behind us. I think I could get this done.
Yeah?
Just by being a nuisance. I'm incredibly persistent.
I think that we should give it a go.
That's how I've found some of my greatest friends. Persistence. Persistence. Why do you think I'm surrounded by laid back, somewhat introverted people?
That's true.
I'm very persistent.
Hey, some of the best things in life take work. And I really just put myself in some of the best things category, so.
You are one of the best things in my life. That's an accurate observation.
Fantastic. Touched beyond measure.
Also, we're getting to the end, and I think it's time for our Monday motivation. But our Monday motivation is inspired by International Women's Day.
Yes.
Happy belated International Women's Day.
Yesterday was International Women's Day when this comes out, so if your partner didn't do anything for you to celebrate the fact that you're a woman, or if you're the partner and you didn't do anything to celebrate your woman, do it.
Just a little hey, I appreciate you.
Yeah. We love the women in our lives.
It's not always easy. It's easier than it has been because of the incredible women who came before us.
Absolutely.
Which is a big part of what I feel like it's something that means something different to everyone.
Yeah.
And so whatever it means to you, take it and roll with it. If you got someone in your life who goes above and beyond, maybe your mom's always cooking and cleaning and looking out for everyone and killing it at her job.
True.
You know, just a little shout out. It's pretty hard work.
Or anybody in your life, because sometimes life is just harder being a woman. Like, there are just days that are just harder because you happen to have a uterus. So, yeah, do what you can to make everybody feel loved.
I tend to have some personality shifts, for sure.
Same.
But anyways, happy International Women's Day.
Is International Women's Day one of those that's like, it's the same day every year?
Yeah, it's
it
always March 8th.
Always March 8th. I need to like remember that because I feel like I don't know it's coming up until people start posting on my feed.
Yeah, I love International Women's Day.
You love a holiday.
I love a holiday in general, true. Any reason to celebrate, count me in. I'm there.
Yep.
Because I also said the same thing about Valentine's Day. And I'll say the same thing about St. Patrick's Day when it comes up.
I know. We need to do a St. Patrick's Day craft. We need to do at least something green.
Yeah, we could take a little pause from the blanket and do something that makes us feel lucky.
Yeah. What is that one that's always on the same day?
I think it's always the 17th.
The 17th. Wow, look at you go. You're so good at this game.
I love my holidays.
She loves her holidays. Okay, so our Monday motivation this week is inspired by, International Women's Day. We were looking at influential women and just feeling grateful for influential women and all they've done for us and all they continue to do for us. So we found this quote from Eleanor Roosevelt, Queen, and it says, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent," which is a super famous one, but always a good one because it's actually so true. And easier said than done, for sure. It's definitely a big exercise in mind over matter, but we just want to motivate you guys and manifest the fact that your confidence often comes from within, and no one can make you feel inferior without your consent.
Yeah, that's a good one. I feel like I have to remind myself of that sometimes. You are only as confident as you believe you are, and that's what matters. So,
but on the other side, you can be as confident as you make yourself feel. So there's like not a ceiling on it, is what I'm saying, I guess.
Infinite amounts of confidence.
You can do whatever you want to do. Whether it's crafting a granny square blanket or, going to space and being an astronaut or whatever.
So if you feel like you're forgetting your power and your talents and your individual strengths, it's your reminder that you've got them. All you need is yourself.
And maybe take a personality test, and it'll tell you about some of your strengths and weaknesses.
And help remind you a little bit if you're having trouble thinking of them.
Exactly. We love a personality test. We love influential women and the quotes and motivation that they bring.
Exactly.
So thanks for chatting with us, crafting with us. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok if you want to see the updates about our granny square counter, and we'll start posting a little bit more about our blanket updates and just kind of what we're up to on the pod. And we will see you next week.
Bye, everyone.